Well, welcome back. Lucas here again, playing some more Transport Fever. If you remember from the last episode, I built this little choo-choo and had a couple cars on it. I have added a couple more since then and ran it a few times back and forth. I think I probably would have been fine with 3 cars, but 4 just to be safe. And yeah, I built this basic line and built a couple bus lines. Other than that, I really don't have anything else going on. This episode, I am going to... unlock the General. Jeez. I love that train. And who doesn't? That's an awesome train. I will upgrade the train right there to that eventually, but not right now. Because, if I'm not mistaken, it's a $500,000 train. I think. I don't remember. Okay, 317,000. It's really not that bad. But I'm only making 100k every pass. It'd be a little bit faster, but it's not necessary to do that right now. I'd rather get some other things going. Almost 200k, I guess. Oh, 4 cars came in handy that time. 42 of 56. I think they hold 12 each or something. Anyway, what I am going to do is I am going to complete this line here. And how I'm going to do that is use this mod. And I just got to find... there it is, the sawmill. So what I was thinking with this is I was going to try to keep it a little out of town because it wouldn't make sense to have the sawmill right in town. But this is kind of on the hill. So I don't know how well that'll work, and I don't know how these function when they're right next to each other. I don't know if they feed off each other, if I would still need a cart. So I'm going to place it over here, I think. I mean, the town will eventually surround it, I think. But yeah, I really don't know. Actually, what I should do... let's see, to slow this down. The game really struggles with elevation and lag. Or frame rate, I should say. Man, I'd like to place it up on the hill, but look how expensive that is. I'd place it over here. You know, I'm gonna place it over here. Industrial center thing. It'll work. It'll work nice. Won't look too out of place. Not over there. I'll just keep it over here. And then I'm going to do the fine-tune rotate. Maybe squeeze a little money savings out of it. Nope, that's not going to happen. I think probably the best I'm going to get. Cool. So I will have trucks go back and forth, and then I don't think I'll need trucks to go into town because it's a construction material. And that's going to go to industry anyway, I think, if I remember correctly. So I don't think I need to do anything. I think I can just keep this here, and it'll be fine. And just for shits and gigs, I'm just going to keep this over here. And I need another one up here. No, I like these little depots. But I wish I could just send the trucks right in. I think that'd be really nice. I'm sure there'll be a mod or something for that later. Alright, so you're gonna go there to there. And I suppose I can name that the Middleham log line or something. Yeah, that'll be nice. And with that, I need some trucks, or carts. They're not trucks yet. And I will just start with 4. There we go. And I should make money on that right away. That'll be a nice thing. Instead of, that'll be a nice line to get me some money coming in. To help me get my next train project going. Because this train, I mean, it's making money, but realistically, You know, it's making enough to pay for it. Like, it hasn't paid itself off yet. That's kind of what I'm getting at. I have maybe maybe about 600,000 profit. No, like 500,000 profit. Well, that didn't even pay for the rail cars yet, so it's not really doing me much. I haven't made it back up to my 3 million initial loan, so these log lines will help a lot. And I do kind of feel like I'm cheating right now. I don't know, even though I paid for it and I don't make money off of it on its own, I make money off the line. I don't know. Still a little iffy about that, but I think like in my last game, the lines got so hectic, just crossing from one side of the map to the other just for a super basic thing. Like, I needed logs, and I had to transport them from here to there kind of thing. But there was all these trees everywhere. I don't know. It kind of bugged me. So I went onto the Steam Workshop and I looked around, and that mod intrigued me. There's another mod on there too that adds like different industries like cotton production and things like that I might check out as well. Maybe add a little more variety. So all these more filler industry. I saw like there was milk on there. You can get that from the cattle farms, and I don't know. Kind of intrigued me. See, the town's upgrading a little bit. That's always nice. Get some more customers. Boom. Hey. Oh, hi. Yeah, I think that train's like the perfect size right now. I don't have anybody waiting at the station, really. I mean, I could set the train to wait to fill, but I like to keep the trains and the carts and everything moving. Because industry, how it works in this, from what I've noticed anyway, is it won't start producing anything until it has line usage. And line usage, all that means is it's connected to another part of the industry chain. But you also got this thing of potential. And the potential goes up the more the product is being used. So if you have these carts waiting here, waiting to fill, well, there isn't really much potential because it's not, I don't know, it's not really completing the line. It's just waiting. So I like to have them. I like to have them just sit there. Maybe later I'll have them wait to fill, but at the same time, the potential will be so high that I probably won't need to do that because it'll be a full cart no matter what. I don't know. The last couple times I had it set up, let's see here. Yeah, like load if available, full load any, full load all. Last time I had that set up, I just wasn't getting a great result from it. Vehicles were backing up, and it ended up blocking up some of my other spots, and it just didn't seem that efficient. Okay, so the log lines should start making, yep. See right there? The log line's already made 3.5k. That's more than my bus line. I mean, not the Middleham bus line, but the other bus line. That's awesome. That's what I want. I might even add a couple more carts. Got 33 stored. How much do these hold? 4? Yep, let's get a couple more carts. I usually don't like to jump the gun on this, but I think I'm gonna have to. Just to keep that rolling. I'm already at 1.5 mil, so that's nice. Train's definitely doing some work. Yeah, I think it might be a little too early to get out to Featherstone, but I can at least check out the land here and get an idea. Looks like I'm going to have to go uphill a little bit for the end of the rail. But it doesn't look too steep, so that's nice. Unlike over here, where it's actually really steep. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get the train to go that way. Might have to swing around this way. It's still kind of steep. Yeah, I don't really have a choice. I'm probably gonna have to go this way. I wonder if the rail can even do it. Oof. See, what's the tunnel part of it? Just a mill just to get up that. Yeah, I don't know. If I do it slow and steady, it might work out for me. Yeah. It'll just be really expensive. Oof. That's not good. Tunnel, really? Oh, we'll figure that out when it gets to that point. I'm not even to this town yet. But yeah, that whole valley is just pretty steep. Same with going down here. Not really that great. Probably add another bus to this line. I know, I'm going crazy on it. Boom. Yeah. That's what this game is. It's a lot of waiting. Waiting for your money to go up so you can buy the next train. I don't like to buy another train unless I have a couple mil in the bank. I could repay some of that too. Get that loan going away. Yeah. Darn autosave. Should probably turn that off. Yeah, so far so good. Let's see how this log line's doing. The trucks can't even keep up with it. I think the potential probably went up too. Oops. Let's see here. Yeah, the potential's already doubled. So that's cool. I would add a train. As for as short of a route as that is, just to get that product moving efficiently and quickly, oh, I could make bank on that. Nothing's staying here, so it must be going right to the town. And I think what it is with building materials, it just helps the town grow faster, which is what we definitely want, especially if we want to specialize in passenger lines, which I think I might on this one, just because industry is such a cock. Unless I keep using this little tab here and keep building my own industry, passenger is the way to go. I make good money on passenger lines. But you can make a lot more on industry. I don't know, we'll see. I don't know how much of this I want to take advantage of. I don't want to go overkill with it. How many people are living here? Almost 300? It's not too bad. Percentage of units. Percentage of people working or using my lines, 25%. It's okay. Man, I want to keep spamming this log line here. But I know if I just wait for the carts to have an upgrade, it'll be a lot more efficient. I don't know. No point in adding a second train yet. And I think for the most part, you can get away with one train per route. At least passenger-wise. From what I've noticed anyway. And on my last game, I did use 2 trains on a couple routes. But I think I would have been better off just upgrading my current rolling stock to better passenger cars and better trains than to add another train completely. Because then I had to do double track everywhere. I had to upgrade the rail stations. And it just became a logistics nightmare after a while. And you can make these trains pretty freaking long. So then all I had to do is extend the length of these train stations and it would probably be fine. So I might try to stick with a single train per route plan and see how that goes. How's this? How old is this train? 9 years old. So I got a little ways left. Before... I usually like to let the train run out of time in its age. What is the age limit on these things? Oops. It has a 30-year lifespan. Okay, I'm going to replace it well before then. I don't know if I can wait that long. Then again, it's double horsepower, so it'll get up to speed faster, but I don't know. I mean, I do get some money back selling it. Might be worth upgrading. Then at the same time, there really isn't a point, because by the time I get to the train station, it's gonna fill up. I mean, I'd rather have full loads than half loads. I'll just wait it out. Concentrate on getting that other line going. Ah, these guys are so slow. I want my Mack truck. Oh. It's so weird that they have this forest here, but there's no other trees around. Like, it makes sense if it spawned here. But what is this? Like, it looks so out of place. You know, I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add some trees. Fill it in a little bit. It doesn't cost me anything, so why not? Okay, this is gonna take a lot longer than I thought. Yeah, we'll just do this a little bit longer and see. It just looked so out of place. I don't know if these trees grow up or not. I think they're just still... That's good enough, whatever. Anyway, well, it looks better. It's a little blended. Well, I'm gonna start on my next line here. And I'm gonna build my station first. Passenger station. It's fun when you mess up and place the wrong station. Something like that. I don't have to get a bus line in this town too. Boom. Should probably do that now. Seal that road up. Get a line, Featherstone. Featherstone bus line. By the time I'm done setting everything up, I should be able to afford a new train. Featherstone. There we go. Get some carts rolling on that line. Just a few. And I'll do that with every town. I'll just add a few. No reason to go crazy right off the bat, because you never know how it's going to perform. I mean, eventually they'll get used because the city will grow, but no point in wasting all that maintenance money right off the bat. And I won't double up on the station quite yet. Really no point, because these trains are going to be so out of time. Yeah, something like that. And what am I looking at here? Shoot. Might be a little steep. I'll run the track along the road. That might save me some cost. Oh, it's a little too steep. Too much curve. Oh, I'll do that then. Yeah. And let's see, there's probably too much curve there. Oh no, we're good. And the thing with the curve, tight curves aren't really the best because they'll slow down your trains. So you want to try to, like you can see here, it's 75 miles an hour, and then back there I think it was 29 because it was so sharp. Near a station that doesn't really bug me, but if I'm out in the open, I definitely want to try to avoid it. Yeah, that looks good. Luckily, track is fairly cheap to place as long as you watch your usage of digging trenches or elevating the track. In fact, I think it's cheaper than road, which is crazy. Because I know later on when I get a little more crazy with my roads and doing bus lines and stuff like that, it gets pretty expensive pretty quick. I don't recall track being that expensive. And I'm gonna leave this open, and I think I'm gonna add, damn it, I hate it that it zooms in so far. I'm gonna add a new rail depot down here. Where the heck am I going? Okay, here we go. Keep it spread out. Never know when you're going to have your train go into a depot, and no point in having to drive halfway across the map to do so. And there you go. Screw that. I'll just leave it like that. Add a new line. And that wasn't too expensive in that amount of time. I think I leveled out on cost. I made enough money off my other systems to offset the price of doing everything else. So that's cool. And we'll do the naming of the line. Featherstone to Normanton. Bam. I'll buy a train. I'll just do a few rail cars because, oh god, I want to do this train right off the bat. You know, I'm gonna splurge. I'm gonna buy that train so I don't have to upgrade it later. And I'm gonna do 3 rail cars and set it up. Boom. Maybe a little overkill for that light of a system, but at the same time, it does have a little bit of a hill to climb. So it'll be nice to get a little more power to get through that quickly. It's a little bit faster, but that power will come in handy through that hill. And it's a longer route. So there. That won't make any money for a while. But it looks good, and it's a little more future-proof than that other train. Which is nice, because that other train I will have to upgrade to this here eventually, once the population gets a little heavier. But look at this model. I mean, the wood isn't that great, that's just a texture in there, but the rest of it looks pretty darn good. So not a little too far. Yeah. There she is. Oh, and I can change the color of these darn things, too. Well, actually I can't now. You have to do it in the depot. But, for those of you that like to color code your trains, you can. It'd be nice on certain lines to have them certain colors, but I just stick to the line manager here. I don't concern myself with the actual train itself. Yeah. I think I'm going to leave it here on this episode. Now they got 2 trains running. This one right here. The station will pop another line down for another set of people waiting. And that's another thing I noticed too, is if you do 2 trains and do two different lines, they'll have 2 different queues for the same town route, which I think is really weird. but it's whatever. See, that train's already over here. But now that it's done one pass, it should start adding people to that route. So that'll be nice. Takes a little while. You'll lose money the first couple years before it stabilizes. And I always expect a loss. That's why I don't want to build a train unless I have a couple mil in the bank or a good infrastructure to support it. Because that train is going to lose me quite a bit of money, and it has a higher maintenance cost than the other train as well. Let's see here, like it's already down 100k for last year. Granted, I bought it pretty late in the year, so it's probably going to be 150k, if not more, just to run the darn thing. And I got some people waiting already. And it's a longer route, and it goes by faster, so this train will eventually make more money than this train, I'm thinking. But anyway, yep, right there, got some people already queuing. But yeah, I'm going to leave it here. Next episode, this train will get a little bit better. I'll probably upgrade that train. And hopefully the trucks will be upgraded. Oh, that's not good. It's not really producing anything. Or it's going right to the carts, right? I really don't know. I might have to do a freight line to the other towns as well. Maybe I'll double up tracks and have a freight line. But anyway, we'll worry about that next episode. Lucas here again. Thank you for watching.